I'm gonna do something different for today. Not for today, because I don't like my channel's like kind of quiet lately. But let me check the volume first. Let me check the volume. Ah! Okay, that sounds nice. So I know sometimes if I scream, you know, like, it just fucks with your ear and shit. But, what's good, everyone? So, you know how it is. I don't fucking plan this shit. I just do it, right? Okay, I did try to, You know how it is. Oh. Let me turn this shit down. So, I was, like, my rich idea, because, last bad day, Joker player, rank the Joker variations. And I thought I could do that too, you know. Sounds about nice, right? But, I feel like I'm gonna go about it in a different way. I'm just gonna kind of show off Devore. I guess it's more of a variation guide. I don't know. But, yeah, we're just gonna see what happens, to be honest. I'm just gonna have to go with it. Wing it with me on this one, alright? So let's just start with the base kit Devore. So this is just variationless. And we're just gonna go off every ability, different variations, different combinations, and just what does it really do for the character, right? So by itself, what can this character do, right? I mean, you got forward 1, 12 frames high. That's forward 1, forward 2, you sweep, down 4, and you jump 1. Those are like your neutral tools, right? Down 4 and sweep are 12 frames. Forward 2 is 19 frames. It's good for auto shimming. Aside of that, that's what you kind of want, right? She can be very set play heavy, but since you have nothing, like this is just by itself, right? This is just the most basic damage you can get. You can get that, or you can get go for a setup. It's not something much. Like mix up, only one mix up, that. All you can do. Not really. Just actually a lot more, but like, it really just depends on how you set it up, you know. What's that? Fancy beige. But yeah, that's all she's kind of got. Also, like, one of her best tools, like by itself, of course, is this. Just press the button, you get a full combo. A little bit more than what most people would get for 1 bar. Yeah, a lot more. 48% 1 bar. Not even Spawn gets that for 1 bar. By itself, like this is free combo. And if you go to Fatal, actually, when you go to Fatal, the optimal way is jump 1 scale, so you have to actually dash up. Hey, I'm all ears, man. Almost 60%. But what most people do is they will just. You don't really need to do that. Honestly, this is good enough. This was automatically 50, 51. You can X-bug into stand 2 teleport. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I think we're getting off track. I need to put on like 2 Devores. I don't even know why I did that. I think you can just do it by itself, right? I mean, it really depends on like the timing. Yeah, let me do it. Yeah. Ah, I thought because I use up a lot of gravity. No. It's easier to do it like that. It's easier to just do like a raw teleport. But stand 2 is probably optimal. Right? The only reason why I'm not using a jump attack is because it's going to use a lot of gravity. Yeah, it's so sick. There's so much sick stuff to do there. Shit like that. Did I kind of link the guy quit? It's cool. It's cool quitality. All right, we're getting off track. We're getting off track. Back to this. But yes, I'm pretty bad at this, by the way, doing like guys and shit like that. So yeah, she got that. Like, she can be a zoner, right? If you like you know what you're doing, like you can actually zone with these 2 projectiles. It's very unlikely because you gotta have like a really good life lead. That most players don't really use her as a zoner, and I feel like they should, you know. But there are like plenty of matches where zoning is just clearly not an option for Devora. But I strongly believe she can zone Jackie. She can zone Collector. Even when he has teleport, yeah, you still can't do anything. That's only if like you got like the buzz variation. But we'll get to that later. What else? You got mix-ups, right? Like 4-4, 21 frames. 21 is supposed to be quote-unquote reactable, but since everything kind of just looks the same, because everything looks advancing, you go up to the grab, you 4-2, it all looks advancing. You can't really see it, right? So that, like, not a lot of the wars utilize this a lot, you know. I feel like they should. Back 3-4, that's your other mix-up. It's not a good mix-up because 17 frame. If they jump this, you are pretty much guaranteed punished. It is a good stagger, but in high-level play, pro players will definitely call you out on this stagger every time. I mean, if you could just do that, right? But like, you can just check with that. But like, I don't think it's that good of a mind game. I'd rather just down 4, sweep, or down 3. You got 7 frame punish. That's actually pretty good. So drop 1's phenomenal. Let's see. Yeah, so that's probably the biggest thing about Devora is this move right here. This could literally make or break her character. When I say that, like people try to use this as a gimmick, which I strongly disagree. You can though, but like some people, they rely on it as a gimmick. You shouldn't rely on it as a gimmick, you know. But like you can use it as a mix-up, but like people would do like, let me do this. Like you do like, I don't agree with that because I used to play like that, but really you need that bar, right? Some characters they're not too like reliant on like having a meter, but Devora is definitely that character that needs meter. She needs meter to keep herself safe on certain strings, and well, this string she definitely needs it. This string, well, the moves needs that, right? It's just the main thing is 4-2 because that's your mid. That's where you can take confirm to. By itself, -12. This right here is stuckable by, or if I remember correctly, the entire cast can duck this. And not duck, right? I don't mean duck, right? You can crouch block, right? And then let go, right? So, they never fixed that, unfortunately. But that is something everyone can do. So everything is like a gimmick, right? Like it don't matter what you do, right? Now you have to space it, and it could still be punishable even if you space that. But let me do it this way. And you space it out a bit more. That's still punishable. This is still punishable. That is. This is. Let's take a look. Punish, right? So. Okay, that one, cause that one you probably get away with this, right? So. Right, you can get away with it. You can jog this, right? But by the way, you don't even have to do anything, right? Like, you can react to that. And then maybe you can get away with that, but if you throw it away too often, it's kind of easy to live with. But to keep it all safe, -4. You just got the spinning bar. Let's see. Let's just take a look at the variations, right? So, we're not variations, abilities. I feel like I'm gonna go way too in depth with this character, but But we're just gonna go with it. Once I start, I'm not gonna stop. So what do each of these abilities do for Devora, right? We're not gonna count this because, well, that's just a shit move, and it's not tournament legal. So, and it costs 2 spots, and like anything that costs 2 spots, kind of hurts Devora because she needs, like, some of these abilities she's definitely gonna need. So, like Super Swarm, this is the worst ability to have with Devora, and it's for 2 reasons. One, because obviously it's 2 slots. And when you do 2 slots, you get we get 1 move. So you're basically playing with literally nothing, right? So, hold on. And then, like, you can have 1 ability. Just 1. Just 1. That sucks. You literally get no options, for real. Like if you lab this, right? I mean, I could demonstrate it, but really, all it is you spin the bar, and if the opponent hits you, right, they lose like 1%, and I think it's just up to 5%. You know, for like each debuff that are on her. So that's the most the opponent can lose. So this is more of like an end-game ability. Like when you've gotten down to chip territory, you can barely, you know, put this on and then just like go for something unsafe. You can chip them out. Plus, you take more hits, or you could just steal your turn. I don't really prefer this because, like, I don't know. It's just not worth it. I mean, the worst you can lose is 5%. That's not really a threat. It's not really something to be scared for, unless it's in game, right? Like last 5 seconds, or like down to the last like 15%, or if opponent's down to 15%, or like, I don't know. Just no. So what do each of these moves do for her? So, Deadly Swarm, what does that do? So, we got 5 bugs around Devora, right? You can see them all around. There's one right there. There's It's the second one. You can see them all. There's 5, right? So we're gonna show you that. We're gonna show you flyby and then air ticking time bug. Let's do that. And just like, what do they do? We do that one, and yeah, we'll just do that. I think that's kind of nice. We just break it down 1 ability at a time, or 3 abilities at a time, and then we'll just put them all together, the variations, and just, you know.
Devora. The Hourglass.
So flyby, right? Very gimmicky move. A lot of pro players, they're not pro players, but like high level players, some pro level players don't really know how to properly deal with it. Even though I just played on studio and got mobbed. So, but honestly, the best way to deal with it is just air to air. There's nothing really you can do. Alright, Yellow. Thanks for letting me know. I don't think it's that good of a move, to be honest. Even paired with, you know, the bomb beetle. The recovery is bad because, like, there's 2 parts, right? So you gotta, boom, you gotta stop the flyby, right? That's when you release X, or you just go the full distance. And then you recover by landing. So that's 2 recoveries. And they're both terrible, right? So, like, let me demonstrate this. See how I can just hit her before she even, like, stops the animation? She's not even close to me. So, like, some people will try down 2. Down 2 is probably the worst option because this can cross up, right? Or maybe just lives entirely. Right? So it's not really the best option. If you had like a bug on the ground, you can kind of chain it together. Like you can do a bug, boom, and then just do something like that. Cool side switch, right? And then what else we got? From this one, we got airborne. I mean, we got the day swarm, so let's do that. So there's swarm. So how does it work? Like I said, 5 bugs. There's 5 bugs on you. I didn't even explain it properly. That's crazy, bro. People gonna be watching this guy, and I'm like all over the fucking place, yo, man. Like, I'm like speaking nonsense, man. I'm like, alright, let's. So they swarm. So there's 5 bugs on you. You put them onto the opponent, and there's multiple ways, right? And then there's good reason you want them on your opponent. So one way is given, you can do that, right? Let me turn this on. So you can see if you, I know I'm in 3.6 right now because I have shit the internet, but I don't know if you can see, but you hit someone with this firefly, a bug from you, this Devora, right, will fly to the opponent. And then yeah, there's other ways, right? You can do the restand too, back forth. Because we both give 1 bug, right? Also, bugs like the air ticking time bug, the bomb beetle, and the Strepsitera bug will also add to this, right? Now, if you want a shortcut and get them all 5 on there, you can amplify the restand, and that's all 5. You know, it's gone. And this also gives, as it got an armor break, right? Just guaranteed, boom. So, why do you want this on there? There's 2 reasons. End game move, right? Both ways, right? So, first end game move, right, is you chip them out, right? And there's nothing they could do about that. I mean, if they hit you, there's like a small chance that they can stop some of it, stop taking some of the damage entirely. But that doesn't mean it's going to be on there. It's just all going to disappear. Or they just might get hit by get chipped out by the first 2 bugs. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to get hit by all 5, or whatever bugs you have on there. Like you have 1 bug, and no, we're not going to do that. You're definitely going with 5, and then just. But to reduce that, they can block, right? So opponents at 900 health, they don't block. They lose them 150, right? They do block, right? So. Hold. We put on stance hold. They're still losing about 70%. Right? And because of that, because they don't want to lose 15%, that can open up some things, right? So like you can do stuff like that, and it kind of adds on to it, right? So it's just like it's pretty dumb. It wasn't much amazing. And then like also, right? You can also, if you had another bar to spare, right? You can do stuff like, and then just chip them out like that, and it's just like, ooh. The second reason, you get a crushing blow. 36% if you get all 5 by itself. Like by default, you can get 28. Right? That's still like, that's basically the same amount of damage you get for this. And that's like the fun part, right? When you get like the bugs in there, and then just add it all together. And it's just like, so like stuff like that. Like you could do stuff like something as innocent as this. Boom! You have now put opponent in a very critical position, right? Just like something as like innocent as like a small like trade like that. It doesn't matter how, as long as one of like the fireflies or these or this, even if it trades, that all counts towards the crushing blow, and that's really dangerous. Really, really, really dangerous. Let's see. Air ticket timer. Maybe I should go with that second. Let's go with the parasite strings, because that's more in setup territory. We're gonna go with more like we'll just add to our base kit, right? I mean, I know they add to it, but we'll get to that in a second. So, parasite strings. Very useful. This is one of the abilities you definitely want to look out for, because they add on to what I believe should already be there for Devourer. Now, if you want to buff Devourer, either have the parasite strings or the deadly swarm, which is part of her base kit. She'll be broken nonetheless. All the combinations you can make, you're only going to be one, and it's just going to be broke as fuck. But what they do, they add some strings, right? So once you won, you got a mind game, right? So a lot of high-level players will try to mash on 1-2, right? Because every Devourer player loves to stagger. There's a good stagger game. You'll probably do that one into that. Yeah, let's do bust. And I'm gonna set the other block. That's like the typical mind game. It's a grab. You can get shimmy, and like stop all that, you just down one. But the answer for that is obviously that. There's a false block mind game. If you false block it, I think it becomes -9 if I remember correctly. So hold on, why is it not? Yeah, -9. You got 8 frame or faster. You can punish it. Most characters in the cast can do it. Most of the cast can do it. Most characters. Oh my gosh. Most can do it. But the safe option obviously is this. There's nothing they can obviously do for that. So let's do it this way. So the other answer for that, this is also -9. So this is what you get. You get this once you grab, right? It's -9. Most of like the average player won't be able to punish this on reaction because they just don't really recognize this move. But higher level play, you should always recognize this move and you should always punish it. But what this does is it side switch and it also has a crush and blow attached to it. So like you can use this as a shimmy, right? And if you pair this with other abilities, this can make this a little bit more likely to connect, right? They're gonna be more likely to shimmy. They're not more likely to let go. And that's also the same amount of damage, pretty much. A little bit more than what you get out of it. So that's that plus like the 4th throw crush and blow that you get from the Deadly Swarm. And it's just a lot of good things you can pair it with, you know. So we got that. We got 4-2. 4-2. Now, if you have teleport, most of the variations you're gonna have, you're not gonna have Parasite because there's so much things better you can pair the teleport with. Even though I would like to try that, I'll probably try that this Saturday. Teleport with Parasite. It should be interesting. But now you got 2 new abilities for this, or 2 new like strings, right? So you got 4-2-2 down grab, right? And this is -2. There's a fall spot gap on it. I know this is gonna be background noise. This is gonna fuck me up. Hold on. 4-2-2 down grab. I knew this guy since I named my variation name for the board Mini Mountain Dew. I like it. God, that's so annoying. I'm trying to talk, but like, I need that quiet. I need everything to be quiet for real. Yeah, I know, right? There's a flawless block mind game. Just let me know if you can't hear me. It's a flawless block mind game off the 4-2-2 string. So if you do want to press, we got this, and we got this. Now, since we do have this overhead, you can technically get away with this. You're more likely to. Obviously, because... Hello, mate. What's that, Dr. Sinclair? Welcome back. So that's your 2 mind games. It's this and this. This you can get crush and blow, right? Yo, what's up, King Cobra? Welcome back, bro. You get hit by that, that's crush and blow. 17%. And I believe the other one is 18% if you get hit by it. Of course, I know my false block. 16%, and it's just plus dot damage, right? So, there's that. I think that's it for Parasite, right? That's it? Parasite? Yep, just those 2. Okay. So, now we got through that. Let me make sure there's not any other things I'm missing out on. Let's take a look at flipping out. So flipping out, very... It moves out, it replaces a very important piece of Devore, which is down that floor. It replaces that with an overhead. So, I feel like if you're gonna have the flipping out, it's definitely good to have like a parasite strings attached to it, just so like you have that option, right? Because like when you do 4-2, you're kind of fucking yourself if you don't have the overhead, right? It's very good to have that, and if you have nothing to keep this safe, like it makes playing the board just a little bit more difficult. You have to play very more, just like honest, like very more honest, like yeah, it's honest. So what does it do, right? So it's 15 frame overhead. It's very fast. You're not really gonna react to something like that unless you block the first hit. Even so, I don't think so. You have to either just, yeah. And it's just like, it's about the same like frame as the sweep, right? A little bit closer to this, but like, there's a crusher blow attached to it, right? If you get hit by it twice, like Aaron Black. You get hit by it there, and then you get some okay damage, right? It's not much, but it is what it is, right? Gotta get what you can. But you gotta remember, like, opponent's gonna get hit by this a lot. And then you can just mix it, right? And the best thing about this, right, is that when you get right here, you kind of get a free grab. Like, it's either a grab or this shit, right? Boom. 23, like, just... There's just people, like, you gotta, like, you can look for weight cuts, just like, ooh, boom. There's nothing they're gonna want to do than block. Nothing more. And then, but way to break that, right, to, like, is, like, having, like, those crushing blows, right? So this is, Honeybee's, what is it? Buzz 3.0, so, like, if you get the bugs, you get all of this right there, and I love how they, like, hitbox on this. And now when you do it there, your grab game, your strike throw game just got, like, 5 million times deadlier. Because now you got, like, a string, you got 30% like string, you got this shit. What if I said Mountain Dew Jr.? Mountain Dew Jr. can, there you go. Or a Mountain Dew Jr. bottle, there you go. But then that, and then like, it's just boom. That like split second can really make or break the opponent's life. And it's just like, really just depends on how you set it up. So we were just going after this. There's also an air version. It's faster. Okay, right? And then if you catch them sleeping, like most people's, like they have like a little mental reset. Everyone has one, right? And what I mean by mental reset is like their first instinct is to crouch block. So like stuff like that, right? Like if you do stay in one, boom, their first instinct is to crouch block. Into short hop, into that, the first instinct is the crouch block. Just stuff like that, right? On hit them, crouch block, right? Because like Devore doesn't like normally she doesn't get anything off of this overhead. You know, all she get is the overhead, right? It is punishable though. It is punishable. So, and then let's go over the teleport. Why not? And I also just want to just talk briefly about arachnophobia, because overhead, how negative? Because I'm not on that level. You're just mini. You can't be a junior. You're just mini. He's like He's like value size Mountain Dew. You know how like this Wendy's got like a small, and then you get like a value fry. Is that what you mean, Mr. Major? Let's see. Yeah, how negative? Let's see. It's super negative. You can't make it. Minus 22. That's GG's, bro. So like, you really want to like, really if you want to be sure that they like good spots is like pokes into it or like a down 4 into it, right? If they get hit by that, first instinct's like, oh shit, they're gonna like try to crouch block since they fall down 4 up there. If you play the matchup too often, they see down 4 or something like that, they're gonna stand block immediately. But because of that, right, you can do stuff like down 1 grab. And then you get away with stuff like 4-1-3 into grab, right? With areas where it's spots where when you don't have this anymore, right? When you do this and you don't have this, you probably like minus down 1. Or maybe just block, you know, or just stagger, you know. But you got that threat, right? He's doing, you know, my joke is like a liter might be drinking one of those small cans, the CT is drinking. That doesn't do much damage, yes, but you get it. You have to like, that's why it's a little gimmicky, right? It gives you like a hard knockdown too, so that's also good. Yeah, the crush blow itself doesn't give you as much damage either. But like, if you can like really annoy them with this, you know how to like use it. It can be pretty annoying. That's all you really need to know. But arachnophobia, let's move to arachnophobia. Because we'll get back to the flipping out on how we can really use it, how to utilize it, you know. Not more safely, but more effectively. Oh my god, it's gonna be a long stream. Because I'm going to every, like, bit of the Vora in depth so far. I feel like keep the color and the sonic fluctuation, and I talk about my favorite. Yeah, because they're fucking stupid. like if you really set up properly, you could do some like stupid shit with it, and it's just like it's not fair, bro. Like it really isn't. But Arachnophobia. I feel like this was more of like a brawler version, brawler, and not brains, right? This is just pure damage, right? So I'm gonna put the meter just full, right? Because I'm gonna like. Because you have the option with the, you have the option for 36%, but you can also get 36 from 2 bars, right? Oh my gosh, my timing's off, because I haven't used this variation in a minute. So remember how you can call them back, right? And I just dropped the combo and got 37%. Like, that's stupid. Oh my gosh, my time is up. Let me do it this way. There we go. I dropped the combo and got 36%. You know, you can also do this right there. Boom, 40%. Plus this. That motherfucker is 30. That's 30, 40. 34. That's 70%, bro. Like, bro, that's broke. Holy wow, man, like that's literally dumb. Like you get hit, like you get hit by this, bro. Like that's GG's, man. Like that's 54% plus this. That's already dead, man. That's a rat. I just like, but like the thing about it though, the trade-off with this variation is that you have nothing for the 4-2-2 string. You need Parasite. I guess, and there's something to complement your 4-2. You need something, right? You need something to complement it. The only thing you have to complement your 4-2 is this to keep yourself safe. You need that. You need strings or something. And when I say something, right? Let's see. Let's take a look at Creep Collar, another variation since we're already talking about it. So Creep Collar, so very gimmicky variation, unconventional, right? Not conventional, but what's that word? Unorthodox? Yeah. USD's Y back then, he plays very honest, like Honeybee plays honest with, with teleport. I like to play very risky, right? Because not a lot of people know how to deal with the risky stuff, right? But everything kind of complements. Can't you just down to her? What do you mean? Wait, her throw? Yeah, definitely. But that's that thing. You can shimmy. You can just do this. You can do this into another teleport, right? If you didn't spin the first bar, right? If you didn't spin the second bar for like the callback, you can either get hit by, or flyby. Yeah, I just went through that earlier. I'll show you again why you shouldn't do that. I'll show you again why you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't down to her. So like, you could just do this. Like, you can do that, right? Oh my gosh. But there's a chance that she can go in front of your down two, or she can cross up, and while you can, like, down to her from a cross up, there's still a chance, like right there, they can still miss, right? So, like I said earlier, there's two recoveries that the Devora has to do. So, she has to stop the flyby, right? Right there. And then she also has to land on the ground. Those are her two recoveries. So, you can hit her before she recovers from this. Well, there could be like a mind game, but like, I'm guessing the Devora mirror doesn't really matter. What about air to air? Yes, that's what I'm showing you right now. Air to air. That's the best answer. If you have a teleport, right, you can probably that would probably do well. And like, that's what the thing though. Like, it's not really real. Like when you do this, like right here, people are like so focused on the bug. But like, so if you get hit by it, like, what's this war gonna do after that, right? So like, you're already on the ground before she is. Like you're already standing before she is, right? So it's kind of like, so it's just when you use Creeper Card, you gotta be really, really careful, right? But like, since no one has the matchup knowledge, like stuff like this is fake, right? But no one really knows that, right? Like this right here, like while it is on hard knockdown, you're very plus. You're not that plus. Like, this is not real. So like, high level play, you should be getting blown up for this, but chances are you're not. Let me show you. That's straight up punish. This is not even. This is straight up punish. Stuff like that. I think it's a good transition. Just ability straight to like just variations, because like we're just showing like off like this small abilities, but really it's like the setups that complements the abilities. I still need to break down the teleport. That's what I should have been doing. But, oh my gosh, I'm all over the place, guys. Let's see. Let me go over teleport. and then we'll go back to creepy crawler. Because, you know, we're not professionals, right? I'm not a professional player, obviously. Remember that win-win situation that you did the other day? Win-win-win. Shit, I don't even remember. It was a win-win-win. I forget. Because it's probably just situational. A situation, right? But, what was I... Oh, I think you're talking. Was I using the? I have to look back though. I have to look back. If you were a member, you can tell me. If you can tell me what variation I was using, but if it was the Buzz 3.0, I might remember. I mean, I kind of already explained that, right? Like you got win. He was buzzed? Just buzzed. Huh. I think I know. Just give me a moment. Oh, with Fatal. It was with Fatal. But it's not buzz. Yeah, I'll show you. Since we're all over the place, we're gonna just keep that theme, I guess. And I chose the empty variation tonight. God damn it. It was with Fatal, right? So we're gonna put the buzz right here, and then we're gonna put teleport right here. Alright. Let's see what I remember. I think this was that like in-game chip out, right? That's a bait right there. Like you can try to press, but like if I do that, there's a reason behind Fatal, right? I know when you watch my videos and my streams when I Fatal, I feel like there's no reason behind it. Either I have no choice or there's a reason. Right? You try to press something, boom, bug, right? Now, like, something you couldn't do anything about. Yeah, you can't do anything about this. You get hit by this Fatal, I win, right? Or, I can chip you out. Win-win. And if you try to press on like this at all, like win. It was something you couldn't do anything about. Huh, okay. I guess I don't remember. But this is one of them. So teleport. So good teleport. That's something I never knew. That you can just Fatal like that and still be plus. That's very, very key on like the Vora stuff. Like she wants to put you in situations where you feel like you want to press, but it would put her in an advantageous spot than you. Like if you set it correctly, anything can be safe, right? Like if you space out this, like if you do this up close, like this is what most Devore players kind of get wrong. They just down too up close, right? And it's not really good. Because I just want to fade away, right? So the Devore, let's just say I'm Joker, right? Let's say I'm Joker. Boom. Joker did 14% damage and I lost 6%. Or no, 4%. Is this 4%? Or 3%, my bad. Right? So, like, if you space it, right? You space it, right? You can punish for that, right? So, if I can't punish like that, right? Okay, I could do that, right? So, like, if you amplify, you could probably get, like, a full combo, right? Full combo, boom. Try to take my turn, no. So like stuff like that, right? Like you could do stuff as simple as like right? Just like, as a little bait, you know, just a desperate attempt, you know. See, I can't do anything. I can move up, but that's about it. I can't do anything without getting full combos, right? And that's the type of mind game the world wants to play, you know? And because you have that type of threat, right? You have that type of threat. That's why she can do stuff like this to you. Because you're scared to do anything, right? Right? You want to move, right? You got 4-2, right? So, like, you want to move, right? I'm gonna try jump. Boom. Guess what? I still have to deal with that bug, right? I still have to deal with me, with Devora, right? I'm trying to press. No, I can't press, right? Because you're scared of all that. It makes you susceptible to grabs. Now, when we pair stuff like that with the swarm, it's something, like I said from earlier, something as simple as that instant grab just made the board 10 times more dangerous. Now, while she did like less than 30%, you can now potentially do another 28% in the blink of an eye. That's if we're going for the Song of Creation, where we have the Deadly Swarm paired with the Straps of Terror setup. And the strings. Back to the teleport. I feel like a comedian, right? You know how like they're going off a joke and then they go off topic and then they just somehow okay, alright. Okay, you were right. I was right? Somewhat right? Okay. So I have to pick a low one. Okay. Found it pretty quickly. So teleport, what does that do, right? Makes up for all the damage that Devora's not getting. So this is the average Devora damage you get, almost 20%. Teleport. Alright guys. Get 33, right? That's if you cash out, which most of the time you won't. You can even go for an easier combo and get 32. You can side switch, you can do what you need to do, right? Oh, my bad. You still get like 33, 315, right? Pretty much. Or if you just want to be pretty honest, you don't have to wiggle room, you can just do that. There's another thing about the board players that I don't agree with, right? They'll use like the honeybee variation, right? But like one thing I don't agree with is if you are in the corner as Devora and you have the honeybee variation, so like the optimal side switch is this, right? That will give you a bug, right? And that's just like the most damage you can get while having a setup for side switch. Jump kick, standing to teleport. We'll probably do that. Oh, you're talking about in the corner, right? No, we do this. We do this. What they'll do is they'll go for that. But like, if you break away on it, we'll just do delay. Why not? Keep messing up, my bad. While you still get like some damage in there, but like you're still kind of like right there. Like I like if you know they have breakaways, there's a high chance they are. I'd rather just boom. I'd rather sacrifice a big chunk of the damage just to ensure corner control, and then just like it's so much better, man. It's so much better. Oh, that's just my probably big tip for the war players that use teleport, because I know a lot of of people that watch my stream still use this like teleport variation, you know. But yeah, teleport, like, it's nice, right? Like, it helps with zoning, right? Some of the more zoning matchups. Well, I believe, Devora can still win the zoning matchups, right? Like 5-5, like against Setron. She don't need teleport. I am a firm believer of that. But teleport, this teleport does make it a little bit easier to get in, you know. You can also react to certain projectiles with it, right? Like, you can react to Setron's, the rock thing. Is it like down back 2, down 4-2? You can, react to a lot of stuff, like, here.
Sub-Zero, Devora.
Let's see. Let's do Sonic Fox and, do Sonic Fox trying to be variation. Just like a lot of stuff, right? Jay's projectiles, like the air thing, you can kind of react to that. Trying to think off the top of my head. I can't because I'm just slow. That's alright.
Goro's lair.
But you can, just some of them, you know. Spawn's projectile, you know, like, it really just depends on, like, how far you are from the character. Like, if you're full screen, it's pretty easy to react to. And you can react to certain, like, just abilities are in the air as well. That do it. Like, it helps against Fujin, right? If he goes, like, do the Skywalker, and he's just trying to fly over you. That helps. Also, if Raiden is trying to, like, be cheesy and just trying to Superman his way behind, like, over you, you can, you don't, like, let me show you. You don't have to let him get away with that, right? So, like, that's the big thing when it comes to Devora versus Raiden, is, she needs teleport. Without doubt.
Devora.
Because, with teleport, she can shut down Raiden's bullshit, right? Just a little bit. Now, if he has teleport, he also has, like, a spark port, it's really not much. Devora just has to keep walking in. But, if she didn't have teleport, Raiden does have this as an option. And it's very hard to, like, punish this, right? So, that right there. That shit. So, you just wait until, because he can't, it's not like Flyby where he can stop the Superman whenever you want, right? You will get this every time. If you let him do this over you, you just teleport. One reaction. Every time, you will get it. Every time. You do it too early, like, it's really not too early. Just, you know what, you don't need to do early. You just, like, you still have to touch the ground, right? That's like, that's forever to recover, so. Yeah, I mean, I've been talking forever. Actually, not really. I've been talking for about an hour. Doing a fucking TED Talk. What the hell? Alright. So we're gonna go over Sonic Fox variation and then, Honey variation. Now, I was gonna do like a tier list or like ranking like Devora variations. Now, if I did S tier variations, Buzzed and it's not Buzzed, but Buzzed, Honeybee variation and Buzz 2.0. Those are the top 3. I believe if you're going to be a Devora main or if you are a Devora main, there's no reason you shouldn't have each of those variations in your pocket. But everyone just has the Honeybee variation. And maybe Buzz 2.0, but Buzz, that's also a great variation. I feel like you should just have like Pure Buzz, Original Buzz.
Sea of blood.
That's all you really need. So what I was talking about earlier when I was saying like you need stuff to complement, but it seems too complicated for me. Yeah, you gotta put in a lot of homework. You gotta really lab out a lot of situations, right? And I'll get to Buzz in a second. So, Pioneer Bee variation. Very, very simple variation. I actually saw the war player, I forgot which one it was. I just go for, you know, forward one. That's what I've been doing lately. You gotta remember, this is still solid damage. Oh my gosh, I keep trying to let me do what I want. This is because of the breakaway. That's still like the same amount of damage you get for like a setup, right? Hold on. Let me turn this shit off. Pretty much the same amount of damage, right? That's a better setup than this. Right here, you're +3. And then when you go for like the, when you sacrifice damage, you get more out of your setup. This is how things work. +7, +8. And you need those frames for a very important reason, which is because of how this box works, right? That's the tear bug. So how does it work? Keep it brief. You throw this bug. The bug that's on the ground will throw a bug to the ground, right? And then that bug will fly to the opponent. So there's like 3 animations. This first animation goes to the ground. This goes to the ground. That bug that's on the ground shoots a bug towards the Vor, right? See how it lands on her foot? On her right foot, specifically. And then that bug that's on the right foot lands to her, right? Right? That's so... Good job teaching the Vor. Thanks, man. So the trick to it is, if you hit this bug... Now, we're talking about mirrorless bug, right? This is just an unamplified version of the bug we're going to talk about first. Because everyone gets confused on this, so... You hit it before that bug reaches her foot, her right foot, it's gone. Completely, right? That's gone. Now if I'm too late, right? Bug comes out, right? So that's how it works. So why is that? Why is 7 frames important? Right? That's the main question. Why is 7 frames important? So let's take a look. Why do you need, so like when you do like a setup, press a bug, like it'll tell you in the frame data, and just set it up, right? Use practice options, you go always to the bottom, frame data, just set it to both, right? When you do a setup, it will tell you how much frames you have to work with. Stand to there, tells you right at the bottom, it says hit advantage 8, right now it says 120, but if it'll show you for a brief second. Hit advantage 10, right? You're gonna want that number to be like 8 or higher. So this is why it's very important to have a good advantage when you go for this setup. So this is me just optimizing the damage from this combo. Setup gone. You don't have enough frames. I literally walked up down 1. But while the Vor is plus, she can also down 1, right? But because she can down 1, the Vor is down 1, I can also play a mind game of my own, right? That just completely fucks the whole thing up. And that's up 3. If your up 3 can reach, the setup's gone completely, right? Now I can also try to get out of this situation, right? So this is the mind game you gotta play with Devora. I can also back up, right? I did too early. Well, I can also do that, right? Back up, right? Right? So I can also do that. Opponent. Back up. I'm doing that, right? Or just back up, right? Just back out of the setup. Going to play neutral. Because that's exactly what the world wants. She wants to play neutral with the bug. She doesn't want to play neutral, she wants to play with the bug, right? So. Right, I'm out of setup, right? So that's that mind game. That's why you really want to condition, right? So when you plus 7, right? Let's see if it's still left. Let's see if the bug will still come out. If it still doesn't, then it's just a better setup. Right? Nope, it's not that good of a setup. This will. Actually, this still plus 7. Oh my gosh. There you go, plus 11. There's really nothing anyone can do about that. That bug still comes out. Guess what? It's my turn. No one stops me. I can down 1, I can do wherever I want. It's still gonna be my turn at the end of the day, right? If I don't block and I get hit by down 2, then like... If we can one way, but like... When you amplify it, it kind of changes everything, right? So that's the downside to like using teleports. To like your setup aren't gonna be that strong, but you get the damage though, right? Now you can do stuff like that where it spaces out, but at the same time, opponent can back away, right? Opponent can back away. You move up, there's still a chance of up 3, right? It's always gonna be that mind game. Which is why most players, pro players, high level players, casual players, I'm just completely stunned as to why everyone will break on the worst setups. There's zero reason to. Like when you break against the worst setup, right? Like, Devora, if she sees that you have breakaway, and she has like a bug, this is what she's going to do. Stand you in the bug, that's it. Right? So, even if you didn't break away, I'm still like plus 11, right? Cool. Hold on. Yeah. Plus 10, right? This is so easy, it's just when you set the AI to do it, it's kind of difficult. I'm still plus, right? Now, what's so wrong with this picture is, what's wrong with this picture is that you literally took away all of your options and just gave Devora her turn. Now you can delay wake up, right? I just delayed wake up. Bug still hasn't even exited out to like fly at me yet. Bug hasn't even flown at me, right? Even if you delay wake up, you still gotta deal with it. But when you don't break it on this setup, right? You got a 3, you can roll, you can establish your own mind game, right? Which is why I just don't agree. Like why break there? I just don't get it. Even I break there. I'm like, just why did I do that? Let's see. good thing with this is that you can check people that are trying to run away, right? I go in details like this showing me Cabal. I don't know about that. I don't play Cabal like that. I'm just gonna try what I can to help you, bro. I don't study Cabal like I do with Aurora, so I'm gonna fuck up my voice as a stream. How long is the stream going? Over an hour, but almost like an hour and a half. But yeah. So like with that problem I was saying earlier, I guess I forgot to mention a way you can check people that are trying to like run away from the setup, right? Teleport. That's a good way. And while they can win this trade with down 2 Joker soon, I guess. I don't know about like today or this week, but like just on my own time, you know. I just kind of have everything together like I do today. Today is just kind of a free day for me. So. Yeah, man. Alright, let's go to Buzzed, right? I'm trying to go to like everything as I can. So, Buzz, right? This is pure Buzz, and I'm gonna put a Song Fox on the other one. Hey guys, if you loving this shit, leave a like, bro. Leave a like. Let them know. Let them know you like this shit. Shit, man. Let me know you like this shit, you know? But everyone else know, man. So, Buzz, right? So this is what I believe is her best variation because she has all the tools, right? She has the bug to play neutral with. She has the strings that keeps her safe. She doesn't really need to waste this as often, which she needs that bar obviously for her setups. The setups are very top tier, which I didn't even go to that part yet, right? I was breaking down ships with Terra. I only broke down this, right? This is a whole new ballgame, and it works so well with Buzz because all of her abilities complement it, right? All her abilities can complement. They have the potential to complement with this. So, what's the difference between this and this, right? This right here is not active when the bug hits her foot. It's active when it touches the ground. When you amplify it, so like this is where most people get confused. It's like I hit you, why is it still hitting me? So this is why. So I'm gonna set the. I just hit him, right? 1 bug, 2 bugs. So when you hit her, so like the same rule applies, but differently. I'm gonna try to explain this. So that timing where the bug hits her foot, that still applies to this. But in this case, if you hit her before this bug hits her foot, there's gonna be 2 bugs. Now, if you hit her after the bug lands on her foot, see how the bug lands on the ground, that bug lands on her foot. There's gonna be 3 bugs after that. Now, to counter this thing completely, you have to hit her before the bug touches the ground, which is damn near impossible. Because, like, this is why it's gonna work so well with the Buzz specifically, right? Because let's set the AI to block. You're gonna be looking forward to, right? You can do stuff like this for like trying to. You got to throw false block mind game. Trying to false block, nope. All right, I'm safe. That's cool, right? You're looking for all of that, right? I can do stuff like that. Just leave like that, you know. for that, right? The second you see this and you realize that it's not a string, that I just throw this out and I amplify it, it's over, man. You're like, it's too late. You can't just like, oh, let me just down one. No, I mean, you can down one, but that's it. You push it any further, you're gonna get hit full combo, right? That's why it's so dangerous. That's why you see me, like, I do something, and instead of taking my turn, like normal War players would, or like, just stuff like that, like after jump one, you'll see them just go right here, or maybe sweep, or an overhead. Instead of that, I just, boom. Because once they realize that, like, I didn't do a move, and I did this instead, that's too late for them. And I can start implementing my pressure. And that's what makes, this ability very broke. Very, like, S tier, right? There's nothing they can do. I mean, this tracks, right? So, this tracks. You can jump over it. It will still autocorrect its way to you. Right? It's like, it has a little tracker, right? Now, the way to counter this is, obviously, if you have, like if I'm not plus, if I'm not doing this on plus screens, or I'm not plus enough, or if I just kind of miss my opportunity, you can kind of back away from it, right? And then that'll be it of it, because it doesn't reach that far. It reaches pretty far, but not that far, right? And like I said from earlier, now this all works when you condition the opponent, right? And so we got also this stuff right here. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about the Vora. Oh my god, man, there's so much to talk about. This shit right here is so good for zoning, man. Like, oh my god, it's the best tool for zoning. This compared with this, man. Ugh. We gotta do it though. But god damn, I need a moment, man. Hold up. Get a drink or a snack or something. I'm losing my voice. I don't even know if you can tell. Alright, so let's go. If you condition your opponent, you can do a lot of shit, right? Like, you just stuff like this. I don't know. If your opponent's not down 2ing you after this, it's probably wrong. But for a long time, you could do this and people won't down 2 you for it. But if they don't down 2 you for it and they try to press with a different button, right, you can get a full combo. Because this bug can combo into this. And then, like, when you trade, this is, that's all it is, pretty much. It's just trading, right? Let me just do it this way. To the opponent's block automatically. It usually just depends on where the puddle is, so. Right, so, take a look. The puddle? No. Boom. They're all combos, by the way. The bug and the puddle and the 413, they're all combos. And then you can do all that into another setup, which is exactly the type of game you want to be playing. You want to put them in the exact same position again. Have them constantly thinking, right? Now, if you do this long enough, build your bar back, right, you throw them in a loop. Right? And because you're conditioning them with all of this stuff, right, with 4-2, you know, like, jump 1. That's another thing that I mentioned. Jump 1 is good for rolls. You can option select and just react with jump 1. So like you can do, it doesn't matter what roll, right? I could punish, my timing was pretty shit, but like, you could do that and then, oh my bad, wrong one. And you can just autocorrect, right? You can see which roll happens, and you still have enough time to do forward 1 in the correct direction, right? Counter to this is that because you're in air for a very long time, so the opponent can air to air you or down to you. That's just a quick thing on that. So when you can set up, don't really matter. Now 1 check, boom, bug roll out of crack. Let's start right there. Doesn't really matter. Another thing I want to probably mention. So when you amplify it and you grab and they roll, this can kind of mess up your combo. Because you can combo off the grab, obviously, right? But if they roll, it can mess with it. If they roll close to your setup. Like too close to your setup. See how a combo off to 2 bugs and not the 3rd one. It reset after the 3rd one. Another thing when you want to do, when you come off the throw, is you want to do a back throw. Because when you look at the animations, see how long it takes for her to lift her off the ground? About 1.5 seconds. And this one, you both go up, right? You both go up. Hold on. Like that, and you're not gonna get a combo. And it really depends what you want to do with it, right? If you have the bar, you could potentially just go for another combo, right? Into setup. If you have a bar, you can just go to another amplify setup. Into this one, to another setup, or you can just go for restand. Restand plus 13, very big because you can now jail into forward 1, you can jail this, all your strings. You can string with 4-2, right? You can just dash up, grab. You really condition them, like do stuff like that. If you really, really condition them, boom. Guess what? There you go. Stuff like that. So, what else can you do with this, right? You can come off your overhead, come off your load, come off your grab. I actually discovered that tech, I think, a month or 2 ago. Everyone seems to love that shit. So, let's show you. So, come off your overhead. When you do like a small hitbox, you have to... Oh my gosh, that's kind of tough. You only have to dash up a little bit more before you do forward 1. The forward 1 for me will have a good like... It's snow in the whiff. Snow in the whiff. I mean, you can do that, come off your low, so no one's really going to block your low. And the best thing about this overhead is that your overhead is completely safe. It should be, right? Because all the bugs are clustered. You can also come up and grab, but very hard setup. And I got it. First try was good. But the reason why this one is so hard is because not every time you're going to land close. You're going to land like far away like I am right here, and it's not good. if you didn't, you know, go for this setup right here, you can also go for it up too. That works. Instant our setup, boom. Ah, dogs again. Oh, this is actually solid damage. Overhit into fatal. Like, cause when you go for a Chef of Terra, that bug scales really bad. This is still 40% for an overhead. I dropped it and still did 40%. So that's pretty nice. When we go for a grab, that's gonna scale really bad. It's a little bit harder. Yeah. But you could also go for this. That works. I'm just gonna have to go with it. I'm sorry about the parking. 31%. Hold up. Just give a moment. Alright, so just show that it just showed the grab. You can like that can still like you can still land forward one, but that's like damn near impossible. So sometimes that isn't even common. It would just give you plus frames. So you can also come off this second, kind of like how. Like how you can come into the air bug. You don't really need the air bug, right? Obviously. You can actually come into the... You just gotta really... Hold on. Like, it's possible. It just really depends on, like, what you get. Like, you can get that, well, even so, you get the plus range. There we go. It's a little bit difficult. I find it easy to do them. But you can also do that just to guarantee something. We got that. Forward's a good combo off Factory 4, but I really don't like using this move like that. Like, as a block string, only because, like, punishable, and all those bugs just miss. Like, you can't set up like stuff like try to punish. See how when you try to punish that, you have to get up. You have to stand up to punish that. Like, yeah. Hold on, let me do it this way. So you have to, like, stand, right? See, like stuff like that. Can't do anything, even if you false block. I mean, you can probably up 2 or 3, but yeah, you get up 2. But not blink of an eye, or not let people know that. And you can also just, you know, amplify it. And you can't even like flawless block this. He can't even flawless block it. In fact, it's probably a waste here. And I can't even punish that, huh? Can't even punish that. Crazy. I think it's like neutral. That's crazy. Well, stuff like that, right? The good thing about the buzz variation. So, okay, we already wrote this down. There's just so much to talk about, sorry. You can rescan with 4-4. If I grab, let's see. Alright. Another thing I like to mention is plus frames, so like for this right here, how they work. A lot of people like to just go for this, right? Especially when you go for the teleportation, they'll go for this and just jump with the stand for. And honestly, that's really not that good. Like this right here, +8, right? This right here, +2. That sucks. +2? But, like I said, you gotta sacrifice damage when you get +8. So, I like to go for stand 1. 2 standing ones, +6. It's somewhat better, right? And I can also go for 1-2, +8. The reason why I go for the 2 standing ones is sometimes I go for this 2 standing ones because, 1, I'm trying to look for breakaway, or 2, I'm trying to make up for this, because this bug needs to be gone before you can throw another one. So, see, I can't throw another one, I still can't throw another one, now I can, right? As soon as this ground bug right here, that big thing, see, explodes, then I can throw another one. So it kind of makes up for that. You can combo off of like 4-4, you combo through sweep. If even stuff like that, it's 20%, that's actually pretty nice. Down for this. There we go. I like to do down two. It's actually useful. Let's see. So I am still all over the place. Why I love playing Devourer more than Joker? Joker's top tier. Because I am very interested in setup characters, and just this cheap Joker with setup heavy. That's what I thrive on, setup characters. And just as MK11 Joker is not very setup heavy. He is top tier, but he's not setup heavy. He has setups, but they're not as strong as Devora, right? They don't work as effectively. All there is just plus frames. It's not like that's not his like strong point, right? That is a strong trait of Joker, that he has stuff like that, but that's not where that's not him. Devora is very setup heavy if you have like the right abilities. But yeah, Joker is not strong in that sense. So it's that place. Yes, that's why I main Devora first. But Joker is very top tier because he has pretty great buttons, great damage, and just yeah, good frames. You know, great frames to work with. Good range, right? Good mobility, you know. The Devora's mobility isn't half bad, you know, like her wave dash, like her forward dash, her back dash. I mean, it gets around, you know. It's not as bad, you know. It couldn't be as bad as like Cabal's, you know. But it's also not as good as, you know, Rain, you know. It's decent, right? You can make it work. But you got this setup here, like, to break it down. I've broken this setup down so many times. You can down 2 this setup, but if you miss time, you're down 2, which high chance you are. I can still win from this, right? So, right there, I can still combo into that airbug, right? Or just combo in general. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing comments, but let's see. What's the best way to go about this? We'll just set him to do that. I can still combo into it, right? And that's very key to the Devora. So I just did 13%, she did 14% to me. But I could do like 1-2 into the bug, and potentially do more damage than what she did to me. Right? So technically, I still won the trade war. Right? I can do the same thing like this. I did more damage, and potentially more. So I just did more damage by doing a 15% combo, and I can potentially get even more than that through, you know, tip damage and like just, you know, like small mix-ups, right? Let's mix out to about 7%, right? Trying to just be cheeky, right? Free throw, 7%. That's like the type of trades you want to make. You want to always be winning the trade war. And then like you can bait them, right? Like they're so used to you doing that setup, they won't try to down 2. Grab them, right? Or maybe they thought you're gonna grab, and that's not the way that works. You can also do that. Right, that works too. It's just, you can get really creative. That's why I love Joker, or Devora more than Joker. Because, am I missing comments? Like, what's oh, because it's doubling. That's why. I hate it when it does that. Like, cause you can get so creative, right? And kind of requires you to be creative with this character. That's why I think this intimidates most like players from picking up this variation specifically because there's a lot of combinations that you can work around. That you gotta play out. A lot of mind games, like, cause you can like off of setups, you can get so creative. You can combine this with it, like this trades, right? If you trade with this, right? So let's do it this way. We'll do it this way. Right there, that can combo. Hold on. Let's do it this way. It's easier with like projectiles, I think, or like that. There you go. It's a shitty example, but we'll go with it. But right there, when you interrupt this what's it called? Firefly? You interrupt this. See how she's stuck in this animation, like waving her hand? You see her left hand is just waving? You hit her out of that, right? She resets. Right? She'll reset. But this Firefly is still flying, still active, so she can get a combo off of that. And now she can do this off projectiles. This helps with her teleport variation, right? She gets hit by a full screen like let's just say she does this and she gets hit by something, right? She can teleport into that and still combo off of this Firefly. Really interesting stuff, right? But yeah, you can do stuff like that, right? Like, you implement mind games like that. I can't jump. Nope. I can combo off of that, right? You set up properly. Forward 1-3 into that, right? Trying to find the Firefly. Nope. Full combo, right? Stuff like that. You don't got to do that, right? You can check them. Go through this, right, and then see what happens, right? Ah, shit. I can block right there. I can fall block and back into that air bug. It's just endless possibilities. I got forward one. Okay, that time I missed timing, right? That's a punish. It really just depends on how you set it up. You can zone, right? And you can use all of these tools, right? If you really try to chip them out, you can go like there, that, and then... If you're trying to get in front of the airbug, you can throw a puddle. You can throw a puddle like right in front of the airbug, right? They try to jump and shit, like... Boom, right? You still try to move up, but like it's very hard to get in. If you go, if you know a way around like how to like just like loop them around. If you can loop your opponent long enough, and then build the bar back to amplify, you know, this. Oh my gosh, man. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare for your opponent. That's kind of the end game goal if you're in a zone like that. You want to prolong it just long enough so you can build a bar, so you can start the whole process over again. Because once you build a bar, you can throw 2 of these, right? Like you just... I can move up, right? So like, look at that. Oh, I got hit. So every time you get hit, it needs me to throw another button, right? That's kind of how it works. And then like the parasite strings, they can play their part into this as well, right? You can shimmy. It's still a good combo, right? You can even combo off of this. Well, like in the corners, more likely, but... Right?
I tire of this.
That's kind of like Buzz in a nutshell. You can also combo off the other hand right here. Very hard setup, very technical. Right? You can do that. Can't believe I nailed it first try. That's because I'm the war main, I guess, but even so, this shit hard to do. Let's see. Now, Silent Box variation, right? It's kind of the prologue in this. So now we got all the bugs, right? All the bugs. We got this shit, this mind game, we got this mind game. Now, what's dumb about this variation is that, like, your life bar can go from 0 to like, from like 100 to 30 real quick. With just a few plays, right? A simple play like this, right? Boom. Hold on, let me switch it. So it's like... So let's switch like this. I'm gonna put the AI at stance, block, crouch, right? Okay, you get it jumping, right? Target condition. So let's take a look at that. So we already got jumping into this 20% into this setup right here. That's 18. That's some chip damage. 20%, we'll just say 20%, right? It's actually, yeah, 40% for 425, just for that entire sequence. Now you put in a very critical position. I can do this. Now, 320, what's up with that 320, right? The dangerous part about Deborah is she does not need to purposely build her Deadly Swarm pressure blow by just, you know, zoning or anything. She can build it through her set play. Something as simple as this. She already got 3 bucks. She already has the pressure blow. She doesn't need to, like, she doesn't need to go for, you know, like a rescan, right? I mean, she can, right? Like if you just get, like, scan 1, you can't really do much to scan 1 other than this, right? So, might as well, right? But outside of that, you don't need to. Like I said, something as innocent as, like this right here, makes it dangerous, because now you can do like twice. Almost 60% gone just from this little cute interaction, right? From the setup. And you're just saying that, or you can just shimmy, right? This is pretty much how dangerous this is. Thing about it though is you don't get the air bug, so your setups isn't really as strong. Your mind game isn't as like strong as all you have is, so you can't come off your overhead. All you kind of have is just throw mind game. Right, that's all you have. You don't have no layers to your setup, you just kind of, this is it. Let's see. Let's see. Creeper Car, I didn't really explain how this bug works. This bug doesn't really work as strong, but the only reason why this is strong is there's a lack of knowledge around it. So the best way you want to use this bug, or want to play with this bug, is you want to look for jumps, because you can jump this bug, right? It's very easy. But because of that, you can set up. You can set up in such a way, right? Here, we'll do it this way. It's always easier with zone 1. Let's see. Now you could make it like jail, like this. Make it jail somewhere. Oh my gosh, you can make it jail. There are ways, I just forgot how. I think you just scored one. That is, yeah, that's it. I can't jump, I can't, backdash, I can't do anything. But it's not really the best thing to have, to be honest. You want to give them a little wiggle room. You want to let them think they can do something, right? Right? You want to let them think they can jump. And because of that, like, you can do stuff like, what's that king play? Oh my gosh. You can combo off, like, you can come off your scanning 3. Like that. You can do like down 2. It's super hard to set up, but it's like insane amount of damage. Very like insane amount of damage. I think like 26. I forgot how I said that, but it's really good out there. I really wish I remember, guys. But you can get fade off of that. Let's try it. That's fucking stupid, bro. Hold up. I'm not even gonna press that mistake. That's a real thing. I'm just trying to show you, like, this a meterless conversion. You know. Yeah, you do the math. You can dig down 2 and it's still like the same amount of damage. Cool, 40%. I'll take it. Into this. And that's another thing, I didn't really break down how this kind of works. So you can do like small mix-ups like right here and stuff, right? You can also let this rock, right? Because this is very plus, right? Like I just walked, right? I'm just gonna walk. That's still combo. That's still combo. It's like it's very plus. It's very plus. I just walked it down, still punch, so or still combo. So because of that, you can apply this to this touch and blow here. You can see if the bug hit, confirm into the crush and blow. They get hit by it, you can just crush and blow. It's the best thing ever. Or you can just be a son of a bitch and just go overhead first. Thing you gotta be careful though is that if you do this too close, like if they the overhead and lower like too close, and like too clustered, the opponent gets a free block. Meaning, if they block one of the directions, like overhead or low, they'll block the second one for free. Whoever follows that, they block it for free. If it's low overhead, they get the, when they block low, they can block. They automatically block the overhead, and vice versa. Which really sucks. But even so, on the blink of an eye, you're not gonna know what the fuck it is. I did break down like how like the mind game works with this, but he adds stuff to it, you know, like it's different, right? Stuff like that, you know, like stuff like that is kind of dangerous, especially when that fatal blow. Like what's gonna hit first, low overhead, you know? That's very dangerous to work with. Honestly, I have no idea. I think the overhead came first, but like in that blink of an eye, you have to guess. The heat of the moment, like they're not gonna know. You also cut it short with the air flyby, right? Pretty hard to block. That's kind of a gimmick when it comes to this variation. And you get to start off with 128 by the first, but when you get hit from this, you get 180. That's actually really nice. And a fatal. 43%. That's nice. Let's see. That actually would be pretty nice mix up. Let's see. That's the part about like having this is that you get to like do a mind game. It's very obvious for the role player to jump, but you can like hop or like just do a jump and then just see what happens. You can combo like I said. What it appears is the forest wants to jump for the setup, but really he wants the opponent to jump off of this setup. So you can punish them for doing that, because remember, you have like the best tools when it comes to dealing with this type of stuff. You have a nice stop 2, you have this crush and blow, right? And you combo into this if you set it up properly, right? And you can also continue it, right? Like, right? That's actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. Like that. Like right there. Like you can do stuff like push them into it and then you have to guess right on the spot. And the best part about this that's very sneaky is that when you jump up, the camera goes with the vor, right? Camera goes with the vor, flyby, it still locks onto the vor. It's not locking onto you two, it's locking on the board, so that means you're not going to be able to see this bug, right? You won't see the bug at all. That's fucking stupid. You're flying blind at that point, man. Like I said, you can get some dumb stuff with it. That's like real dirt for Devora, man. Like that's a real way you could use flyby, to be honest. I mean, bros, anyway. So like I say, you can bait to jump in. You want to jump? They're still looking for that bug. So even if it flies by, like if there's still that mind game that that bug could still be there, you know? Like, if they don't know where the bug's at, you don't even know where the bug's at. It is that, what else is there? We got this variation. Let's teleport. This is also, I would say, like, this is big damage, right? I dropped the combo, I got 30%. Let me not drop the combo, just use jump 2. Keep it easy. Keep it simple. What can be simple, right? Not that. This is more like a damage kind of variation as well. This is 34%. A little more than your average auto. 33. You can do 2 bars, right? The damage you get for 2 bars, it's not really going to look much, but that's 38%. Right? My bad, it was 38%. What's up with this? Like it's already like just doing a lot by itself, to be honest. It doesn't look like much, but it really makes a difference. 39%. Nice, yes, that's pretty beautiful. I don't even know if this does more. Pretty silly at this. 40%, right, versus actually it does about the same. I guess the biggest difference is that when you go for a setup, you actually start off with a lot more damage than with the honeybee variation. Start with 30%. That's pretty nice. This by itself. No, this looks better. And you can do that a little bit more cleaner than you can with Puddle. Puddle is a lot harder to do and much tighter. See how I miss that? So when I go for... Let me turn this off. Because you get like much more time in the world to move around. You're -1, but you got a lot of space to work with. Ooh, so I can't really do that. What about this? What a fun thing about it, boy. You gotta experiment, right? That's so cool. I love it. You can do small stuff like that. Another thing I like to mention is that when you reset neutral, when you check them, a lot of players will just automatically do sweep. But when you do sweep, -11 up close, -11 is possible, right? You space it, can be like -10, right? Yeah. But the thing about it is, there's other moves, right? You could do like you do up 4, you're -9, it's very less likely to be punished. Up close, still less likely, right? Because not just that, what I might say is pretty nice. Not just that, but you can also cancel it, so you're more likely to get away with this, right? Because you can do this, which is actually fake. Do that right there. It's spaced out, so like there's a difference between doing this and then people trying to do this, and it might catch them off guard. And recovery works differently. They come out like different frames. So you got that. And when it whips like that, you can amplify it, and 9 times out of 10 will still catch them because you just want to do something about it. So we got that. Another tool is four, right? It's neutron block, no matter where you go. So you can like +1. That's crazy, man. You reset neutral completely. Like this is a real reset neutral. When you do this, you aren't really resetting neutral, right? You just check them in the neutral. Does that make sense? So like you can do something like there, you're checking them in the neutral. That's right. That's the key difference. You're checking them in the neutral. It's not your turn. Like in the Devoured mirror, like here, let me try it this way. Hold on. I can just backdash, right? Hold on, let me just. You can backdash forward one, right? But it's not your turn, right? Like, you can mash, right? But like, I don't know. It's like 342 is 19 frames, but like, if I like, you gotta remember this is -10, right? Let me do it this way. In -10, the board has a 19 frame mid, so obviously she would just have to sleep back or down forward or whatever, you know. Like she can, like I showed you, you can backdash into 4-2. You can just try to mash, but obviously, you're -10, your down one is gonna be 18 frame down one. 19 frame, 18 frame down one. That's what it's gonna be, since you recover from 10 frames, plus the 8 frames from this, 18 frame, 19 frame down one. So, a lot of people can move up and still like just beat your down one. Start your turn. However, you go for this, and this it works well when you play like the Terra bug because it moves around so freely, right? And it just works better that way. And then like you officially reset neutral, right? Boom. Neutral reset. Now this can work well against like people that you're trying to zone, right? You're not really trying to play up close. Like Jackie, you don't really want to play up close because she's super great up close. Her buttons are superiorly better than the boards up close, right? So you want to be using strings like this and then ending combos with 1-2-1. So you can start establishing your zoning game, right? So my voice is shaking for some reason. First I'm losing my voice, now my voice is shaky. Right, so I just, yeah, I feel more. Nah, bro. I'm good, to be honest. When you do this, this is actually not real. I mean, I guess you could down two, like punching down two, but like, it's not really the best thing you want to do. I don't know, I think I forgot about everything. I mean, I just went through like abilities, like I went through like how the voice game plan really works, and just like, let's just take a look at the abilities. And just see like what really complements each other, right? Let's see. PSA and Chef's Terror are like the two big abilities. This will cover your 4-2 string, right? Make it safe. And this gives you mobility around your opponent. And you can play neutral a lot better with the bug, right? So those are like the two golden abilities. You gotta have at least one of them. Now, anything that can complement these two, right? Right. Something that complement it is the airbug complements the Chef's bug, and Deadly Sworn complements the Parasite. It can also complement Chef's depending on how you use it. We should complement both, to be honest. Let's see. Flyby can complement well with Chef's It can complement well with the Bomb Beetle, of course. It complements Widow's Kiss for damage. Flipping out has like a nice mix-up, right? Or no. I'm talking about the Bomb Beetle now. My bad. Bomb Beetle complements with the Widow's Kiss for damage, with the flipping out for mix-up. Flyby can have some mix-ups as well. Let's see. Now, that would be nice. Like real, like just pure mix-up. This would be like a pure mix-up variation. I kind of want to try this. I'm gonna try this variation, to be honest. So we got that. We got with this tick time book. It can complement with Shasatera. That's pretty much basically it because they complement each other. Teleport. The best thing you can go with is obviously the Honeybee variation with the Shasatera bug. I want to try Parasite. See how that works. I don't think Deadly Sworn complements too much, only because it's just that's all it is brawler no brains variation, to be honest. It doesn't really complement it well. All it does is just a chef's kiss to the damage. Let's see. But yeah, Flyby, I feel like it complements the chef's tear a bit more than Bomb Beetle. I know I'm just kind of repeating myself, but yeah, I'll be right back. so yeah, like I was saying, that's pretty much it, guys. Try to cover about every detail I can. I didn't get to everything, kind of not glimpse over it, but try to break down as much as I could about every little thing. But I do have like more in-depth like stuff when it comes to like certain variations and shit. But if you guys still watching, so where would I rank these variations? S tier obviously is buzzed, like pure buzz plus the Sonic Fox and Honeybee variations, which is Buzz 2.0, and the which is, you know, Bugs, Daily Swarm and Parasite. Honeybee variation, Teleport with the Bug. So got that. So those are the top 3 variations you gotta have in your pocket. Now for fun, right? This is a nice alternative. Teleport plus Bomb Beetle. I would put this like A tier, probably. A tier setups, A tier stuff would be like that. Creeper Crawler, I could put a question mark A, because it really just kind of boils down to how the player is, right? Like, you can make the variation work high level, definitely. It's just you have to be really smart with your risks, right? It's a very risky variation, but you gotta play. You gotta know how to take a risk and when to take them, or how to implement them. Those would be A tier. Also, another mention. This variation, Buzz 3.0, I would put this at like the bottom of A tier, which is the Deadly Swarm, which goes to pretty much all crushing blows, right? Got 4 grab crushing blow, got 20 grab crushing blow, plus 4 2 strings, plus you're flipping out. Just pure crushing blows, right? Now, while it's as stupid as stack as it sounds, you don't really have anything to complement these abilities other than a crushing blow. She needs setups, I believe so. Some kind of setup. That's what I believe. This just makes her viable. You're just playing kind of like Beast of War, which is some crushing blows. I would just say Ghetto Gearus. Restore Gearus, there you go. Because Gearus got like better buttons, you know, he has better strike throw game, you know. And this crushing blows do like way more. 34 off of 4-2. You got a crushing blow for that takes you out the corner, and it's just you got sand trap crushing blow 30%. I don't know, man. That's not fair, to be honest. Just saying. That should be nice. That should be like a little theme. Should probably make that into a video. Just all crushing blows variations. But yeah, I put this like at the end of AB or A tier. And the top 2 would probably be this variation and Creeper Crawler. Now B tier. B tier, I'd probably put Flyby with Strepsitera with Parasite. That's alright, you know. Like, it's nothing special. Doesn't really do much. It's not a bad variation. It's just like regularly gonna do a flyby. It's just I put that at the top end. see. Actually the top of B tier, so that and arachnophobia is where I would put it. Or at least at the end of A tier for arachnophobia. It's not that great. All it is just great damage, which is sometimes it's not really going to cut it for Devora. Let's see. And then I'm at the very bottom, like C tier. It's one of my favorite variations. I love the idea of it, but you don't have Parasite. So it's Buzz, but without Parasite. Instead of Parasite, you get Deadly Swarm. So you get all the set play tools, right? Plus the Deadly Swarm. So you get the air ticket time bug, you get the Stressiteria. That is just like, that's so broke, bro. Like, it's such a cool idea. So you get the same setup as Buzz plus a crushing blow. I don't know. But one crushing blow. So that's what's kind of, once you get rid of this crushing blow, that's kind of it. You just kind of get Buzz without Parasite, you know? And then F tier, like D tier, anything with Super Swarm. Like, what can you possibly do with Super Swarm? So throughout the majority of the match, you're just gonna have one ability. One ability. And the thing about these abilities is that they need another to complement each other. You need two abilities. Preferably Stressiteria and Parasite. So another variation, Stressiteria, Parasite, and Flipping Out, that's another variation. That's just a little more forgiving because you do have the Parasite. It's a little more forgiving on Flipping Out because you don't really need down back 4. But yeah, it's just a little more forgiving. Yeah. Where did I put that? I put that at like mid-A tier. I don't know. I put that at like the end or mid of A tier, or at least top of B tier. Flyby with the air ticket time bug. I mean, it's just a gimmicky variation. I'd probably put that C tier. Like if you're just going to use those two, and flipping out with all the air moves, because you can use the flipping out in the air. Probably D or C. Let's see. Because that's just pure gimmicks. I feel like they should just give you Flyby. Because it doesn't affect anything, you know? Like, nothing too drastically, right? Like, you could live without this ability.
only thing that can really affect is the bomb beetle, which can be nice. I think that's about it. Appreciate everyone for watching. I'm just gonna call it right here.